Start streaming, and so I'm gonna task you with finding the link
For
to
the stream, right?
for the stream. Yeah, let's make this smaller and putting it on Discord. There we go.
Alright.
Um, I don't have the Windows open. All right, Matt's in there. Hey, Matt, how you doing? We'll probably do Requiem next week. Since this week I'm streaming with Fusili, everybody. Say hi, Fus.
Hello.
We're going to be doing his
What's up?
we're going to be doing his last campaign all the way back in like October or August.
September, I think it
Oh
was, actually.
goodness.
Jesus.
This is um I had a kind of a racist stereotype name, like making fun of it, but like with Hunter Snowfall. Shit, I lost it. I had it a couple weeks ago. But essentially, this is Hunter Snowfall, but in Japan, and he cranked it out in like 2 weeks. And the level of quality for a 2 week long dev cycle is incredible, but it burned him out.
Yeah, really badly.
Yeah, and I mean, the stresses of college were picking up around that time too, I'm sure. So we're hoping that this gap year that he's taking will be able to make more stuff for us. Hunter Chungfall, there we go. Dang, I'm gonna be racking my brain for it because I was pretty proud of this. Anyways, so what made you want to do a Japan campaign?
um, I think the main thing was that no one's really done
Mm-hmm.
anything in Japan, really. I'm pretty sure there's one or two levels, but nothing really large scale.
Right.
And my girlfriend at the time was majoring in Japanese, so I kind of got the idea from her and then used her to help throughout the entire thing.
Okay, but she's not actually Japanese. She just
No, she's just studying it.
okay. Well, you did a good job here. With like the way things look, like especially like the subway station. You actually nailed that look.
Yeah,
And I don't know if you're watching the stream right now. Have you found it?
I'm behind, but yeah, I'm watching the stream.
Okay, well I haven't moved. I just want to point out how much I love this 50B, but it's Japan table, and it's like I don't know. It kind of makes sense that Japan has a nationalist movement in the 80s. They kind of did. There was a I was watching this YouTube video about a nationalist Japanese dude who was like, pretty much super racist against everyone else that wasn't Japanese, but he was also a porn star, and like when he found out that some government official was pretty much corrupt with the Americans, he rented a plane and kamikazed it into the dude's mansion.
Fucking Jesus.
I know, right? Doesn't that escalate? But it was like a fucking
Yeah.
G. Like post World War II Japan had a lot of crazy nationalist shenanigans, and I was like, I found down that rabbit hole, and so I don't think you knew about that, but it definitely actually
No.
kind of seems accurate. Rob, Rob, you gonna sell human being merch? I would buy a hammer body pillow. I've considered making like the logo on a shirt and just making one of them for myself. I can't imagine it'd be a good business opportunity to sell human being merch, but who knows? Maybe. Another thought is I'd have a contest of whoever can full combo all 15 levels of Human Being 3 will get a shirt or something like that. But then that'd just be me giving Kung Fu Gloves a shirt.
Yeah, I
So
was about to say
I
that.
might have to like exempt him from the contest. But
Well, that is if he plays it.
yeah. Recent events kind of say you might touch
Yeah.
it. I don't know. I mean, hell, everyone tried out Midnight Animals document. I mean, just because you don't like the person doesn't mean that you won't play their game.
Yeah, true.
You also did a good job of the face sprites not looking racist, but still having a bit of that squint.
Yeah, I borrowed the eyes from Quan's mod,
Hans mod. Okay.
actually.
Oh yeah, he did the original Yakuza
Yeah,
sprites.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I have a free job. Where do you want to take it? One thing I want to set a ban on in the editor is that goatee. Simon has it. You have it. Like everyone loves the VIP guard goatee.
It's the best. The only thing that beats it is sideburns.
Yeah, the Jake Wallace sideburns.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, visually, you peaked with this first level. I love it so much. Like the little garden here, and like just the whole way. It's just like I don't know what they're called, but that kind of style of old house. Just nailed it
Yeah.
with this. Did a good job of not looking too racist. Alright, oh, there's more. Okay. And what'd you do before this? Because you did Croak, and then all of a sudden you get really good at spriting. Like,
Um, not much really. I did a couple single levels, but none of them were really that mod heavy, except for bridges.
and you made all the sprites yourself, right? Except for the Yakuza mod.
There's the Yakuza mod, some Hotline Miami 1 furniture as
Okay.
well, like
Alright.
the cat statues
Yeah, but
and
I mean,
stuff.
like this carpet. I think you did the tiles. I love the look of the center room tiles with the T thing. Like you just kind
Yeah,
of came out of nowhere with this.
I think I borrowed your square tiles in the kitchen there from.
Oh yeah,
What
those
was
actually
that?
aren't mine. Those
Where
are
was
from
it?
Those are Palos,
Oh,
from Don't
yeah.
Fear the
Well, I
Reaper.
borrowed those,
Yeah,
and I think everything else is me.
yeah. You're also the only person I've ever seen to mod the combo counter.
Yeah, dude, modding that is a bitch.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
well
the
doing the
numbers
fonts.
like the
Doing
push
all the
together.
fonts sucks so much, especially even Red Star had the issue where like the letters just don't line up on the same line. So even though he had it lined up perfectly, it's just never gonna look completely lined up well here.
Yeah,
But like I love these little tables with like sushi and like I don't know. There's a lot of good detail to this game. The little sandals.
yeah.
Yeah, this makes me
I
wish.
pretty much sat for 2 weeks and hounded my girlfriend at stuff that they do in Japan.
That is crazy. Like you get the little yin bags. It just everything about it. I just love this level. Just to let you know though, guys, we're not using the music mod because Blue's stream got taken down because of a copyright strike for using it. So like he just does. There's no way to watch Blue's video now because it's completely deleted. So I figured it'd be better just to play with the normal music than have the cops kicking in
Yeah,
the door.
risk it.
What's that word say? The little warning sign. Just say danger or something?
Um, I think it means wait here or something similar.
Okay. This is
I don't really remember much about Bushido's development since it's all
It
the
was
way
a
back in September.
it was a blur. Huh? Blue's
Yeah.
still available? It might not be available in my country then, SR.
I fucking saw it 5 minutes ago, so it must.
I saw it and it just didn't even come up. Oh, so you have the same problem as Richard does where the apostrophes don't work.
Hmm?
Like I'm seeing that your right there and it's not the apostrophe symbol, it's like the little thing above the tab key.
Huh. That might be a problem with.
I think that's just a
No,
different.
why would it be?
Because like Ewing and Richard live in the UK. I think it's a Europe
Yeah.
thing. Like what version of the game you own?
Yeah, that's what I was about
Yeah.
to say.
I'm working with a collab campaign with Richard, and it bothers me so much. I want to like crack open Notepad and fix them all. I think the U.S. copyright is being fucked, which is weird because usually it's ironic because usually Germany's the one that all my stuff's banned in. Tell Fus I said hi. Mac wants
So
to know that you
who
said
said
hi.
I said hi? Hi, Mike.
Small. Where are you? I like how they're like a man of your description. And they look the same. It's just one of them
I
has
know. He has a goatee and that's it.
Alrighty. Shit, I do this every time.
I just hope you don't fucking die.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I don't know why you put this other dude here. It
I
sucks.
don't know either. I regret it. And if I had the level files and I could be bothered, I'd go back and change it.
Yeah, I mean
But
it's not the end of the world, but it definitely like I fall for it every
yeah,
time
it's definitely annoying.
because he's off screen and you just don't expect it. Cutscene and combat level, yeah, sorta. I mean, you can
Yeah.
sorta get away with it because it's not that bad. Fucking Steamed Hams had one too, but I mean, there's so much else wrong with that I didn't even bother complaining about it.
I did not finish Steamed Hams. Is it really as good as everyone's saying?
No one's saying it's good. In fact, I think I'm probably the
Well,
I think
are
I'm
the
the biggest
levels
fan
as
of
good
it.
as everyone's saying?
Their puzzle boxes improvement. Some of them differ in quality. I think they just. It looks to me like he created them in chronological order and got tired after a while because, like, some of the Favala stuff looks pretty bad, in comparison to like the Utica bar. Yeah,
Yeah, the level design and detail is amazing in that campaign, but it's just really boring.
Yeah, well, have you played Max Payne 3?
No.
Okay, so you will not get the joke if you haven't played Max Payne 3. The joke is, what if we took took a meme and then gave it the hard-boiled Max Payne 3 story? It's literally ripping off Max Payne's story, like, to the point where they name-drop Max Payne 3 in the final level. So, like, it just doesn't last 9 levels, that joke, and the campaign's not good enough to warrant that. I mean, it's funny to me if you understand what it's parroting of fucking Skinner, like,
Yeah.
shooting the dude in the bar, and then, like, Max Payne shooting the dude in the bar. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just this weird beast of a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, that's...
Maybe, oh. Oh, no.
Mr. Blackface.
God.
Yeah, so on our Discord server, we have this with, like, a couple extra editions,
Yeah,
and
the
it's...
lips and the ice. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I just wish Skinner acted more like Skinner. Yeah, if they had made it a Simpsons campaign, that would have been cool. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not the worst. The blackface thing. I did something real similar for Madness, except it was literally just, and with Reefer, but it was literally just their silhouette. Like, you couldn't see their nose and their cheek definition, which is, I think, where you went wrong here. Why it looks so bizarre. You just selected colors and made them different shades of black.
Every time I go back and play Bushido or watch something to do with Bushido, I have to skip the story.
Oh, yeah?
Because I can't sit and watch this. It's so dumb.
I mean, dialogue-wise, it's well written. It's competent, and nothing ever makes me like roll my eyes. It's just not the most. It's Snowfall. it's
Yeah, it's not the most interesting thing.
But
It's gang versus gang, basically.
I don't know. I understand that Hotline Miami's story is extremely limiting because you just literally the story has to go in cutscene, you murder everyone in a room. Cutscene, you murder everyone in a room. Like, that's really limiting to what you can do. And unless you want to do that elevator cutscene thing, which kind of sucks because on the second floor you can control your character even during like you can't control the player from like moving around during like a dialogue section. So you just kind of have to hope they hold still. Like, if you go back and watch Blue's video of the Reefer, like, during the second half of the first cutscene, after the elevator transition, he like notices that he's got the crosshair still, and he like tries to hide it. It's so like it always made me laugh. This is what happens when you dip your head into liquid rubber, folks. I don't know. I don't watch Simpsons, so I don't know if I can get that.
The black face guy is the second best face sprite I've ever made.
Oh, after Frigids?
Yeah,
Frigid
second
Boy?
after frigid guy.
I do think it's unwelcome. I like Frigid, though. It's the only level that you can fight a bear. Except for, I think, one of Yas's levels, but...
I'm pretty sure it was Crossroads. Was it not?
Yserian did it with, like, Civil War. But the rest of the campaign was eh. The only other good part of that campaign was you could punch civilians and they would stand back up with black eyes. Like, I was really.
I don't think I've ever played Civil War.
It's worth it just for that. The final stage is like this weird LSD fat race thing, and it was.
Oh wait, is that the campaign with Mia's that everyone fucking memes on?
I mean, other than complaining about that final stage, I don't really hear a lot of memes about it. Yas's Born Again one is the one that people make fun of it for shipping Jacket with Corey.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That one's fucking great.
I liked him. I like Yas's campaigns. Its writing, it's got this like earnestness to it.
Yeah.
That I've always liked.
Not
But
to mention you can create pretty good levels, even though they're not really that well detailed.
yeah, but I've always liked his layouts. Even though some people for some reason don't. I don't know. It's there's people who preach the Red Star layout, and then there's like people who like want harder stuff.
Yeah, I've started wanting harder stuff ever since Shell Shock.
Yeah, and I think it's two different camps of thought into what they like. I definitely prefer having more difficult and open levels compared to Red Star. I love this this little teeny pistol that he's got here. It's so funny to me.
It's so short.
It's so short. I don't know. My vote is for holding it sideways like a gangster. That's how I'm gonna always have it. We will no longer let the beast take hold of our streets. It's cool little details though, like you put the rising sun.
Yeah.
And I know what you did there. You made it level clear and you added the sound effect, not thinking it would, and so but it did. So it double layered the level clear sound effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've made that mistake before. Alright. Just get on the bus and hold up the bus driver. Rick Mayhem had a bear bus fight?
Basically, everything in this campaign that's Japanese, even like the bus, the color of the bus or vending machines, is stuff I asked my girlfriend for.
That's interesting.
So
has she been to Japan?
Yeah, she I think 2 or 3 months before I started working on Bushido, she actually spent 3 weeks in Japan.
That's cool.
So, that helps.
Yeah. You definitely were able to even like offices or a subway. Like you made a subway, and we've seen subways, but you made a Japanese subway, and it definitely felt that way. It didn't feel like the one from the Subway main campaign level, and that's what I really liked about this. If you look at that map that I made a while back, where it like kind of points the campaigns on the map, like yours is the only one in the east, like at all.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's is the only one down in Japan,
Yeah, I know
which is a
Palo.
shame.
Ironically, Palo, who took the tiles from Reefer that you were working on. I'm supposed to talk to somebody. This is confusing to me. I know you're at a delay, but can you tell me, like, you see me? I'm stuck in this office here.
Yeah, you have to go into the dark room.
Oh, okay. There we go. Toshiro-chan. I should say
Yeah,
that.
all the names, even like simple words, are just her. Really, I owe this campaign to her.
That's gotta that's gotta fucking sting then. Uh,
Not really.
okay. Okay. I don't really think I've seen a boss fight like blend in with the community level, honestly. Rob, check the Discord. Okay. Yeah. It's not work. Discords are hard, or not Discords. Boss fights are hard. It's
Yeah, none of the Halimame bosses work
yeah. Well,
except the bear.
we've got the tiger working apparently.
Yeah.
According to Toxic Coffee, I haven't tried any of them. It'd be cool. Like the most I've done is I feel like you can do something creative with the gun dodger. If it's really hard to reach them.
Yeah, I've been utilizing him and Blimp, actually.
Yeah, but like I don't know, a true boss fight. It's just you're just gonna have to wait till modding gets better. Wait for Danny to finish the wrong engine.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's great. I don't have Discord open. Actually, yeah, I do. Yeah, dude, that's how I'm talking to Fusili. I want to show this to everybody. Is the fucking
God damn it, Brick.
I
God fucking damn
I actually really like this. I don't think I've ever seen someone combine them together. Alright, alright.
That is beautiful.
Okay, I'm just gonna skip your story since by admission you don't like it.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
It's really difficult to sit through and watch the story.
I mean, it's fine. Like, not everything has to be a narrative masterpiece. In terms of like,
Yeah, no,
some
I
of it's
know.
just delivering cool levels. There's another one that I really like. Your little washroom.
The hotel or
That's what this
apartment is easily one of my favorite levels.
If you want to make a good if you want to make a good level, or, like if you want to easily make a level that's like challenging, use the guard faction because it's only got shotgun and the revolver, which are both like the revolver's a difficult weapon to fight against, and use. And I mean the shotgun's the shotgun. The Hollow Man 2 has the best shotgun in any video game ever, except for maybe Doom. Like you can have a lot of fun with like setting up collateral opportunities, and just you have to be accurate with this thing. Like I kind of like don't like some of the factions that let you have AKs and stuff because like that 30-round clip can really just wrong way. That 30-round clip can like really make things too easy.
Yeah.
You have 6 super accurate shots that can go through dudes. It's fun as hell. Like I'm literally using Yassirian's notepad trick. I'm giving the mobsters revolvers by making the prisoners look like mobsters. Like you know that trick.
Oh, that's a neat trick. Yeah.
Yeah, just so like
Yeah,
more factions.
I've been planning something similar with the Demon Uzi monsters for preordain if that actually takes off.
Nice. Yeah. Are you gonna just like you don't have to announce anything official, but are you wanting to keep the script as is, or are you making it like?
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to figure out how to work the first level or cutscene.
Okay.
But apart from that, I'm probably gonna keep the script as is.
Actually, that was like the one thing that Matt made was that first cutscene. I remember him sending it to me, or showing it to me. So like you don't have to use his because the visual styles might clash. But I
Yeah.
wonder if he still has that on his computer. Because that was one of the cool things I liked about it. It was like a fake story start. if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get what you're going on about.
Where like Richard just shows up to an actual level and then he's like, nah, fuck this shit. Notice you stopped paying.
I'll have to ask him for it. If anything, it'll let me see how he did it, and then I can figure something out on my own.
Yeah, he did a good job with it. I really like that people figured like, you did the fucking level clear thing again.
Yeah, that pops up a lot, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I have it in one of the human being things. That's how I know it's a problem.
Also, I think this is the only level that the void shows up in,
Oh, really?
apart from cutscene locations. Yeah, because the cutscene in the third floor, if I kept the level borders too tight, it would cut off the character entirely. So I had to change it, which is a bit of a bitch.
Yeah. I fucking what campaign was it? Berlin Blitz. I'd made the genius decision of making it a soldier cam level, but not applying the soldier cam borders until after I finished all the floors. So
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. But that made me have to go back and redesign a good bit, and not fun. I hate soldier cam because of all the problems it causes, and like some people will scream its highest praises, but no.
I mean, personally, I've never run into any bother with it, so
Yeah.
I think once I start working on larger scale campaigns, it'll become a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the most. It's detail. This is a good level of detail.
Yeah.
This is kind of what I like to see, where a little bit more detailed than the main campaign, but not too much. I mean, Red
Yeah.
Star's levels look beautiful, but if you really pay attention to like what the detail is and like what the items there are, it's a lot of the same recycled boxes and smudges and like those like whiteboard things.
Yeah.
And it just causes performance issues. It was a cool location too. Like you did, it's a shitload of colors, but it all kind of worked. It allows for unique outdoor settings. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean that's what's nice about it. That's why they used it for the soldier levels, because I think those are the only outdoor levels in the main like Hotline Miami series. Fuck. Yeah. This fucking first disco thing makes it really difficult to see. Which I guess that's kind of
Yeah,
the
I kind of overdid it with the lights a little bit.
Yeah, shit. I remember getting one in Rooster Files being like, this is fucking great. And then now, like, fast forward a year. We have 30. Okay.
Also, I don't think anyone's noticed, but the first floor of the club is actually based off of the club Payday 2. No one's pointed that out yet, and it actually kind of bugs me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Fucking, it's been a long time since I've played the club, but I kind of see it, because, like, that was, like, the area you walk in, and, like, you could break in over here. I guess there's a bar here.
Yeah.
I remember there being a bar here. Maybe I got everything turned around.
It's loosely based.
Okay.
Stuff's sort of moved around a little bit, but
Okay.
it's pretty much the same.
Now that you're pointing it out, I can pick up on it a bit better. I really like the visuals, like for this bar, like it's all once you chose a group of, that was what this campaign did realize. You chose a group of colors and you stuck to it for each level, and it makes each level like look varied. reminds me of the club you did for Dappy. Press F. You've made a lot
Yeah.
of like I say that you haven't made anything since this, but you've actually made a lot of levels for people. You've made one for me. You've made a couple for Red Star. Um,
Yeah.
which other than the stealth mission, which actually was really well made, but what was the other one you did?
I worked on Struck and Blackout for Red Star,
Okay. Blackout
and
was cool.
then the one Dark Right level for you, which now that I'm thinking about it, that level is fucking rubbish.
Not really. I mean, it's a lot of fucking color is going on, but I think that kind of fits, honestly. I'm currently
I'm
going
looking
back
at it
and
more from a design, from like a physical level design aspect. That it's kind of eh.
it's a bit tight. I don't know,
Yeah.
but like with that campaign, I've kind of run out of fucks to give quality-wise. It's this weird mishmash. What I want to do for the Human Being standalone, because I still love the Dark Right story, is to like have 6 collectible VHS tapes with each level. And that's how I'll do my bonus levels. And like actually be able to have like a 70s filter and do a whole lot more with that that goofy 70s aesthetic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Every single person watching here, if you're bored one night and you want to have something to watch, go watch Black Dynamite. It's a movie from 2009, but it genuinely looks like a film from the 70s, and it is still one of the funniest films I've ever seen in my life. But ever since then, I've really liked that 70s aesthetic, and some of the Black Dynamite soundtrack will be in Dark Right, which I don't think I've explained to hardly anyone. We've kind of kept it under wraps. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks or so, you'll get to see what I'm talking about. You can probably make some inferences with the words Dark Right.
Yeah.
This level's running slower though because of all these fucking lights and darkness filters.
Yeah.
God damn, I can't see him. I love their tattoos though. Like I feel like that was a bitch to make.
Yeah, Juan did a really good job with the Yakuza mod.
He's still around on the Discord and stuff, but I don't see him make a whole lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone needs to track down Juan and see what he's doing.
He actually, like 2 days away from releasing Bushido, I think I was finalizing some stuff, and I checked the wiki, and it turned out he'd actually finally released the FATs. Originally, there wasn't the Yakuza FATs, it was just, I think it was the regular mobsters.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got their little dresses on, which
Yeah.
are kind of hilarious.
They're great fucking sprites.
Yeah, I remember, they're in that one level that he made, aren't they? They're in that Chinatown level that he made, which...
I don't know, I haven't played any one stuff, I don't think.
Okay, it's super early, and it's a pretty 2015 level.
Yeah.
By the way, I forgot who made this user mode. Juan. Man, gotta keep track of my chat. Gotta interact with the fans. God, there's so many disco balls. And like,
Yeah.
my room is pretty bright right now because it's daylight. So I'm like having to squint to see these dudes. Kind of makes sense though. I mean, if you're in a nightclub, it probably would be really difficult for a firefight. Something you gotta take into account.
I'm surprised no one's mentioned the dogs yet, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your little sheebies. I remember
Yeah.
I was playing this on like a random stream, and you admitted that they were sheeps. It is like
Yeah. They're really long sheeps.
long, long sheebies, and weirdly aggressive. I guess they're mad that they've been stretched out. The bluebird. This looks cool. So this is like the second level in a row that you kill your way to a dude behind a desk.
But this time the dude's not there.
Yeah. And
So it's
subversion.
different,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah, in one of Human Being 3, this is no longer in it, but in one of Human Being 3's earlier builds, there was like a plan to be like, and I'm gonna storm his building, find him behind his desk, and kill him. It's a tale as old as the editor.
Why did you cut that? That's pretty great, actually.
Just the story's taken a lot of weird turns. At one point it went to Britain and we tried to steal the Queen. But at that point it was like this weird like it wasn't focused enough. It was too jumping between like it wasn't a good enough narrative that like made sense, like jumping from point to point. It was just like, and then we do this crazy thing, and then we do this crazy thing. And so I calmed down a little bit on it. Plus, someone already did a Buckingham Palace level.
Yeah, I need to go back and play that. That was pretty great.
Yeah, like even like had like the Queen in a little locked room and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was just kind of like, I kind of used that as a good excuse to finally axe it. Interesting. They weren't expecting me, asshole. Did you ever play Shadow Warrior?
No.
Those are pretty fun games. The second one's like put on this weird Borderlands like RPG system, but I enjoyed them both pretty well. They're like Asian Doom, but not as quality as like the 2014. They're the Doom 4 or whatever you want to call it. Do you remember what year that one came out? Like the new Doom reboot?
2016, I think it was.
All right, 2016, 2015. So how did you find the music for this? Because it's all the same band. So did you just like really like them, or what?
I think I was just searching around for this kind of music. My girlfriend recommended the instrument. I forget what it's called. It begins with an S. I know that much. And I looked up and I came across this band. And pretty much from there, just everything fell into place. In retrospect, I kind of wish, like you said a while ago, that I'd used other artists. Because it does sound a little bit samey.
Right, because they all have the same instrument. Like they use the same instruments throughout all of it. And since you're the first person, apart from like that really short mod, the Tokyo thing, you're the first person to do something Eastern.
Yeah.
I mean, you had an unlimited amount of music set for you. And now we know it was a bad choice because they're fucking copyright striking.
Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself for it now. I really wish I'd known about Hollywood Burns back then, because I would definitely
the Enter the Yakuza Club.
Yeah, definitely use that. It's a great song.
I fucking love that one. That's from Midnight Animal. That I think. What year does this take place in?
I'm not sure. I don't really remember. It might say on the time and date things.
93.
But
So I guess they don't get nuked then. Is this dude blind or something? Fucking Asian Andy.
Oh, blue eyes.
It's kind of a disturbing face, right? He's got these like emerald things.
It looks really weird with the open mouth and the color of the eyes.
Yeah, I really don't like Andy's mouth. The way he's got these like rings in it, like they look way too big.
Yeah.
Like he can't close his fucking mouth all the way. Red Star, this and like the Lego Mat campaigns both do a good job of world building by having the cutscene locations as detailed as the other ones.
Yeah, that's something I'm really hoping to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I think I tried that in Croak as well, but it wasn't as fleshed out, so to speak.
Yeah, well, you can only do so much. Croak is a good campaign though, like level wise. If someone ever says that
Yeah.
they can't do something good because they don't know how to mod, um, just show them Croak.
Yeah, I tell them to learn. I mentioned Croak at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Croak's good for what it is, and I'm still really proud of it, especially how I did levels that aren't like, in the main game.
Mm-hmm. Like
You know
the
what
butcher.
I mean? Like, yeah, the slaughterhouse and the airport. Like, I was really happy whenever I figured out I could use the boat bridge as a conveyor belt for the slaughterhouse.
Did you have Notepad in that level? The campaign? Then?
You're starting to call you again, sorry.
Oh, no. I said, did you have Notepad?
I think I discovered Notepad really, really towards the end of Crook's development.
Okay.
And I think I did the levels chronologically, which is why the boat bridge is there.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, I think most people do their levels chronologically. Lego Mac was a weird.
Yeah.
With that, that was bizarre. The way
I
Red
think
Star was
his was
developed.
just a case of getting burnt out with certain levels, so
Yeah.
he jumped to others.
Yeah. So this painting that I'm staring at here, Human Being 3 has its own exact version of this, except I was lazy and I just took a PNG and shrunk it, so it looks
Yeah,
a
I
bit
saw
blurry.
that, and I think it was Human Being 2 that you have it in as well.
No, I made it for 3. You're probably thinking of the demo that I sent you a long time ago.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
So I was really impressed that you like. I don't know if you made it by hand or you just like made it fit the art style a whole lot better, but
No, I made it by hand.
okay, then that's really good.
I mean, if you want the spray, I can always give you it.
I might just try to go for different paintings at this point then, since someone's already seen it.
Alright.
It depends on how lazy I get. They're all
Fair
dead.
enough, I suppose.
Also, you've got like these little tables with samurai swords. We needed like. There's really not a whole lot of cool Japanese firearms because.
Yeah, they don't really do guns.
Yeah, but melee weapons would have been cool.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely in retrospect, I really wish I'd done a weapon mod.
Like machete. Machete could have been pretty easily altered. Also, I came up with this idea last week, so I haven't implemented it into Human Being, but I want to change the chain to nunchucks. Does it make sense that the gang has nunchucks and the gang is now Mexicans? It doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to do it anyways because nunchucks.
Actually, originally I was gonna make nunchucks, and I had sprites for it and everything. They were for. I was gonna make a level in a sumo ring at one point.
Oh, really?
So yeah, originally there was gonna be
like a shitload of fats
and like locker rooms. Yeah. So I done sprites for it and everything, and then I just decided to cut it for whatever reason, and I don't have the sprites anymore, which kind of sucks.
It's still, I like the idea. I feel like a sumo ring would have fit better for just a location you walk past in a cutscene than something you fight into.
Yeah, I think that might have been my thought process as well. Blue. I'm sorry my campaign got you, strike.
Yeah, so was that like an actual strike, or did they just take it down? I don't know if like, cause like I'm in full good standing, copyright wise, so it's pretty easy if Blue to check that.
The video's still up for me, so
Okay,
it's
so
probably just a strike.
well, I think if it's a strike, they just delete it outright.
Hmm.
The chain better be a churro. The bat's already a baguette. Churros aren't bendy enough. You bend it too much, they're just gonna break. Right? Am I thinking of the right kind of food?
Yeah.
Ah, good lord.
This is easily my favorite level of the entire campaign.
It also looks really cool. Like, you do a good job. Like, there's something about the colors that they're not bright, but I don't know, they fit really well.
Every separate room has its own color scheme, which is something I strive for.
Yeah, it managed to like look cohesive and not a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to say is I don't like when people use ripped carpets like this center one. And they use like frills to simulate rip. That's just a personal thing. But I think it's because it's squares, it's so easily you can kind of tell what people are doing.
Yeah, because the tiles are square, you can't really do much, which is a bit of a shame. I think Noisemaker made a rounded ripped carpet, but it isn't exactly like that good.
Whoa. That dog, did you see that dog run through the wall to kill me?
Yeah, this level has that one bug where if you pause it, enemies run through walls.
What are these arcades? Did you make the arcades? See a little monkey
Pretty
boy?
sure they're from Hotline Miami 1.
Okay, like I obviously the white one is Hotline Miami 1.
Yeah.
Maybe
the
the
brown and gold one is Spelunky.
Oh, okay, I
don't know what the
see.
black one is,
That's a lantern, not a banana. He looks like a little monkey.
From a glance, I think the black one might be Nuclear Throne, but
But level design wise, it definitely feels like something like a Mac would make in terms of like really compact rooms with a lot of static enemies. This actually has more patrols and a good bit of Red Star, but it still suffers from that same issue because I can play it slowly. And like the biggest issue is stuff like this, where this fat charges me and there's just nowhere to go.
yeah.
I'm glad that you like the upcoming Human Being levels, because I think that'll probably...
Oh, definitely. Especially after Shell Shock. I'm gonna fucking run about how good Shell Shock is forever, because that level kicks your ass.
It really makes me sad it didn't hit the 3-month popular list. And it makes me wonder if that's because people didn't like the average normie didn't like the difficulty. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely Shell Shock is a big step up from regular levels. Well, you could say the same about all of Jaden's levels, really. He makes some really fucking hard levels.
Yeah, I need to go back and play the one with the henchmen. I remember not liking it at first either, because it was just like it felt like all the enemies were just at the a little too far for holding shift. I liked Painkiller. Painkiller was really creative, because it took like the huge sight lines of a bowling alley and like did something smart with them. And then obviously Shell Shock is his best one.
Yeah, definitely.
See how I can just like fire into this room, into this pool room, and have no consequence. It looks cool. I love the color of the ammo boxes and everything, but
Yeah, I regret using the walls.
oh, you put invisible walls
That's,
over it?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's something no one should ever do.
Yeah.
Ever.
I'm almost got half of
Don't.
mine. Go ahead.
I mean, some of it is okay as long as it makes sense, but there should never be invisible walls the entire way around a pool. It might make sense level design wise, maybe,
Mhm.
but apart from that, just no.
Yeah. One thing I would suggest is don't like, and I almost want to delete that level design video that I made with Matt because my opinion has changed since then too. Is I want to be like, don't be afraid of off screens so much. Don't be afraid of creating
Yeah.
them. Um, because like
Sorry, go on.
at that point when I made that video, I was of the opinion of if it flows well, it's a good level. But
Yeah.
and I think a lot of people still have that opinion. But I don't know. I think maybe it's because I have 1,400 hours or like fucking in this game, and I'm looking for something. What is that fucking
At
noise?
this point, just
Someone.
at this point, running into rooms with a shotgun and blasting people is just too easy.
Mhm. Where's
There
that
needs to be,
fucking guy?
like-
There he is. Damn it. Also, never ever just leave a bunch of weapon sprites on the ground like as props.
Yeah.
Fucking Deep Red did this too.
It's a neat little detail, but in the end, it just confuses you.
Right, it's just bad level.
As to, yeah,
Like,
what's a web sprite or
mhm.
what's an actual pickup
Yeah.
weapon?
I would say it's bad game design more than level design, because
Yeah.
it's simply the like same with, and I think it's just this door is just a prop, but like the nuclear throne doors that like you can't walk through.
Yeah.
If they're indistinguishable from other doors, it's just bad game design. I would suggest if you're doing those doors, make them easily recognizable, like a definite different color, not just a different shade of brown, like I tried to do in Human Being 2. It didn't work too well. And like watching people's playthroughs, like on the first level where there's a whole bunch, it definitely confused people.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's one of those like when you make the level you're biased, because I didn't even think about that when I was making it, because well I knew which doors were nuclear throne zones.
Yeah, that's the same issue with like really bad off screens and enemies that are stuck inside props. You know exactly where they are, so you can just kill them without a second thought.
Right. Good off screens are ones that are are reliably killing you off screen.
Yeah.
Like if you spray in that direction, you know that you're probably gonna get them, or maybe, or you should just avoid that location because you're gonna get consistently killed there. That was what Painkiller did well, is that very first off-screen kill, and you're like, oh, I have to do something about that.
Painkiller is very good at keeping you on your feet, which is one thing I like about it.
Is this the end? How far have we gotten? I know it
I think
ends
there's
here.
one more level. Yeah, I think the next level's the last.
How long is this campaign? Like level-wise?
8 levels.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah. So is this really what the police cars look like in Japan? That's crazy looking.
Yeah, they have the little black thing on the front, and they're just one bar,
That's
like
interesting.
one light. Japan's pretty fucking weird with some of the stuff that they have.
It's large Marge, but Asian.
I think it's a bit of a loophole. Let him go up.
Yeah, probably wouldn't have happened. IRL.
Yeah. But this is Hotline Miami, who cares?
It's fine. I like how this dude thought it was necessary to photograph the bathtub dead boy. One thing I thought would be cool to add in Hotline Miami mod is location-specific execution. So if you knock someone down, like I don't know if you ever saw that fucking Punisher game, but like if you have someone vulnerable and you execute them like within a certain distance of like a environmental hazard, you kill them with that hazard. Sleeping Dogs also did that.
Yeah.
So like,
It sucks that the editors really limit it.
oh yeah. Yeah, this is this weird beast, and it was like it would have been so much better for you just to give us the code and been like go nuts.
Yeah.
Apparently, though, that wasn't possible because of them porting the game through Game Maker or Game Baker, which is like that abstraction thing. Spencer was actually on the Phone Home subreddit explaining it to Tony Chan recently, and like it was kind of an interesting thing. This Hollow Man 2 uses a lot more tech than just it was made in Game Maker. Which is why things like I think Redux probably didn't work as well. Same with Make Me Real. Like they're a bit slower, they're not as optimized as well. Which is weird. I mean, it's such a small, simple pixels game.
A lot goes into it.
Yeah.
Actually.
Like them just removing the particulate that falls off the walls when you fire.
Yeah.
I think that has to be optimization. It was one of my favorite things about
I'd
the
say
first
so.
game.
There's no reason to remove it.
Mm-hmm. But like, can you imagine if level editor levels had that particulate? It would fucking like make everything.
It would turn every level into a war zone.
Yeah, but it was also like make everything
Which is
slow.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all talking about Game Maker? Yeah, we are. I am pretty ignorant compared to you, Danny, so correct me if I've said anything incorrect. I'm just kind of basing it off what Spencer was saying in the Phone Home Discord, or subreddit, I mean. I like the look of this, too. That's the piano sprite from Red Star, too. Not Red Star, fucking Snowfall.
Yeah, I definitely didn't copy that sprite behind or anything.
Oh, really? Seriously? That's
Maybe.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I didn't want to steal it, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So my workaround was I'm going to take the sprite and sprite it myself, copying the original sprite. I don't know why I thought of that as a workaround.
Did you steal it and then copy it, or did you like do it from like an image in game?
It depends on where I got the sprite from.
Interesting.
As you mentioned, Snowfall. If it was Snowfall, then I just copied it from in-game.
Okay.
Because I don't know how to data mine assets,
Okay.
so...
Yeah. Data mining is this difficult thing. I'm gonna try to be vague because you shouldn't do it, but it's like
Yeah, definitely.
it's not like you open up your files and it's like this is
Yeah.
this is
I
the
know
level
how
that
to
you
do
want.
it,
Here's
but
Hunter Snowfall. Here's this asset. So
Yeah.
you have to like you have
It's
to be smart
all
about it.
the levels that you're subscribed to are jumbles of numbers,
Yeah.
so it's really difficult to find. You're probably looking for the guy in the balcony on the right side. Where the
There he
gem
is. Yep. See, like, there's just no reason to put an enemy here.
Yeah, I noticed that whenever I was watching Blue stream.
Um, like it's like I used to like levels to give you multiple paths, but Danny's proved that it levels that are like massive and like you can that like you can go anywhere at the start and there's a bunch of routes. It always leads to that guy at the very end, and you're just like looking for that last dude. Um,
Yeah,
hell, I mean Takeover had that problem. I mean,
I think
how many
the
times
best
was
thing
there
is to
one
get a
last dog?
balance between uh, linear
Hmm.
and sort of varied.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Like with Yacht, what I want to do is I want there to be multiple routes you can take at the start, but they should both lead you to the same conclusion, which is not
Yeah,
too far from the exit of that stage. We'll see. I'm not super against it still. Um, I don't want I don't want only super linear levels. Um, but I don't know.
yeah.
Like
Linear can get boring really quickly,
maybe
which
on your
is
first
the one
playthrough.
problem.
Yeah, maybe on your first playthrough, like there'll be a that guy syndrome, but like
Yeah,
if you want to go back and like learn to full combo a stage, you can pretty easily set out a trail for Yacht, which fuck.
that's sort of the problem I'm having with the blimp.
Mhm.
Is whenever I'm testing it, I really only take one route,
Mhm.
which is really linear,
Mhm.
but it allows you to full combo pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean that's why you got to get playtesters. I remember for Human Being 2, there was a level that you could go down 2 sets of stairs, and I always took one set, and then Yas took the other one when he was playtesting, and he was like, "It's literally impossible."
Yeah, that's kind of why watching you play the first two floors of the blimp was kind of tough because you didn't take the route that I usually take.
Mm.
But
I full comboed
I,
it for the record.
yeah, yeah. So I at least know that that's possible with other routes, and that the level itself is possible. So that's definitely a good thing. But
Mhm. Danny says, I feel like calling it data mining is a bit inflating because it's really extremely easy. Yeah, that's just the term that everyone always called it. It's not true data mining,
yeah,
but I mean that's just kind of like the phrase that everyone knows the process. If you most people do.
yeah.
What do you think I'm doing, you fucking idiot?
This was a really, really terrible conclusion.
And then
Story.
everyone died.
Yeah, then he walks out onto the balcony and smokes.
Yeah, no, that's a cute little reference to the last one. But instead of shooting a grandpa in the face, shoots
Yeah.
a traitor. And his friend, these dudes walk up and they're like, do they kill him? Okay, they do kill him. I'm thinking of Queen where like at the very last minute, two dudes just walk up and then it ends. It's like God only knows what happens to him.
Yeah, you can't press R, completely break everything, and play the cutscene over again,
Oh
which
really?
is really weird. It's really annoying, actually.
Hey, I'm in this campaign for tiles that I didn't make. Like literally, like you
Yeah.
thanked me for you using those specific tiles that I took from Palo. So whatever. I don't know. He's not really in the community a whole lot, so I don't think he was too roughed up. But yeah, I like that campaign. The fact that you churned it out in 2 weeks is beyond impressive. For the amount of custom assets, I think that
Yeah.
is a level. That is a level that you should or campaign that you should strive to achieve visually. Doing things different. But the biggest problem gameplay wise is it needs to be
The
more
story.
difficulty. Gameplay wise, yeah. I mean, the story is one thing,
Oh well,
um,
yeah. The story is a whole nother beast itself, but
but
yeah, gameplay wise, I see what you're on about.
and I miss Payload too, Danny. I wish you would come back. Come back, sweet prince. He was a talented kid, Spartan wise, talented little fucker. Okay, so I have other things I need to get done today, so we are not going to do anything more. Appreciate
All
you
right.
guys watching the stream. Appreciate you joining me, Foos. We'll figure out what
No
the
problem.
fuck, basic. We'll figure out something
Yeah.
eventually. For what we do next week. Adios.